Now, once upon a time, when I was doing Transformers for Marvel, it used to be done in a thing called Marvel plot style, which was, rather than here where you break down each panel on the page and include all the dialogue, with plot style you would tend to do a whole page as a clump of text, or maybe 3 pages, and it was down to the artist to break down the story, and then you'd get the artwork and you'd layer in the dialogue on top of the artwork. And it's kind of nice to do it that way because sometimes the artist can really surprise you with what they give you back, and it changes a little bit of what you had intended for the page or the story. But in this case, you have much more control over, the actual sort of content of each page. So, that would go off, we're just focusing on one page at the moment, but the 22-page script will go off to the artist, in this case, Nick Roche. And then it's down to Nick to start doing what he does. So these are some very, very early sketches from Nick. The page that we're going to deal with features some mammoths on it. So Nick, without much experience of drawing mammoths, as you might imagine, decides, he'll just sort of test out a few shots. So we've got some test shots there. Little one of Shockwave down the bottom where, so you can see he's just testing out before he even goes near the paper. So this is the next stage of Nick's work. So this is his rough thumbnail breakdowns of the page. Very rough, gives him lots of scope to figure out, how the page will look, and then sort of change his mind about panels. You can see where here he's kind of changed his mind a couple of angles on this, just because he figures, it's better for the sort of storytelling, it's easier to follow what's happening. So, this is the next stage. Nick will work that out. Sometimes at this stage he'll have a conversation with me or the editor, and we'll sort of, give our input in if he needs it. But, generally Nick, who, as you all know, is a writer as well, has a very good sense of composing a comic page, just because he sort of knows both sides of the equation.